What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 243. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trev.
We're off camera throwing shit at Adam to look like these little motherfuckers got some strength.
I always get excited to see what you're going to say.
Yeah, for real, right? Speaking of that, though, I mean, like, their fucking basic attack is like throw everything that they can that's within fucking reach.
Yeah.
Dude, when your gremlin levels up, why bother learning another move?
Yeah, that's true, man. This is a classic, guys.
Classic, dude.
Yeah, right. Gremlins.
Yeah.
Fucking Gizmo's so goddamn cute.
I know, right?
I think a Gizmo.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask y'all this, so you can't get it wet. What does it drink?
Urine.
And if it doesn't drink anything, then how the fuck does it live? You know?
It feeds off the darkness.
It doesn't sweat. It just recycles. It's got like a built-in.
Doesn't have a sweat
suit
gland
from Doom. Yeah.
But it has a fucking. Every time you see a gremlin or a gizmo, his mouth is wet and his nose is wet.
Yeah,
and I'm like, doesn't that count as water? Like,
yeah, yeah, right.
Some kind of moisture.
Well, and like at one point, like Gizmo gets hurt and he goes in the bathroom and puts like peroxide or something on him, and I'm like,
a bandage,
water.
Yeah, it's like where does it end here? Like, how much water contents does it need to like H2O before it's like, all right, we're fixing.
Why gerrymander the water usage?
It's like with great power comes great responsibility. Oh, wrong quote.
Yeah, right. But that's pretty much it, though, right? Dude. I mean, and I've always loved this about the movie where it's like, and I mean, you can't get away with this today, but you go into some Chinatown fucking basement
he's
store.
Like, what's up, China man?
And you just,
he's like, I make shit. Here's my card.
Yeah. But he just finds like some creature that's nobody knows anything about it except for the shop owner. It's so 1920s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like it's the widest thing that could happen.
Mm-hmm. White privilege, man.
No, it transcends our Caucasian skin, gentlemen. This is like concentrated whiteness where it's like, oh, here's this thing we don't know. Like, it's a whole other species of animal I've never seen. Guess I'll take it home and give it to my kid.
Yeah.
Like,
he's pretty
what's the worst that could
happen?
happen?
Yeah.
And he paid $200 for this motherfucker, by the way.
Yeah, in 1984 money. That's probably like $1,000 now, you know?
Right.
But I love, one thing I always enjoyed about this movie is how like the government doesn't get involved.
Yeah.
At all. Like at all.
In like modern or in most like 80s films, the government. Yeah, exactly. Like the government's going to be there and get involved. And in this one, it's like, nah, dude, like it's going to fuck the town up. Yeah, right.
Well, if you think about it, that's, I mean, it keeps on par with the 80s. If it ain't aliens, we ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, right.
All you have to do though is wait for the sun to come out.
I mean, imagine that one little badass kid, straight up Macaulay Culkin style. Like, he's been killing gremlins for fucking years.
Yeah, they just keep reproducing.
He just ninja rolls in, pulls the curtains down, and they're all like, yeah! Fucking just, you know.
One of my favorite scenes is the bar scene.
Yeah, right.
They're drinking. Oh, they're playing cards, and then the leader,
pistol out.
Yeah, he's got his little girlfriend gremlin, you know.
Yeah,
and she's like, and he shoots the other one.
Wouldn't it have been? Honestly, it's a missed opportunity now. Wouldn't it have been great in Men in Black if the gremlins were the roaches?
Oh my god!
Or when they go inside the place, you see them over there in the corner. It's like that's the gremlins.
Yeah.
Because they gotta be alien. I mean,
you see Stripe over there, like being lewd as shit to some other alien that walks by, like he's fucking doing the masturbation hand motion to it or some shit.
In the bar scene, the one like tried to flash her.
Yeah,
he had a hat, a trench coat, and a cigarette in his mouth. And he opened his coat and was like,
the sunglasses. Yeah.
One guy.
That's what I meant. They're like, it's normal to see adults smoking, but the things that you're gonna sell as toys having cigarettes. Whoa.
I know, right? Yeah.
I did read by its wiki, man, that it was PG when it was released in theaters, but like 1 or 2 weeks afterwards, because of the criticisms and stuff like that, they went in and rebranded it PG-13.
Yeah.
Spielberg was like, "We're not fucking with the movie, but y'all can change the fucking rating if you want."
I mean, to be like considered a kids movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
got
dude.
some dark ass shit in it though.
Yeah. People
like,
die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And those like, there's no mercy in the fucking household when that mom kills like 8 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like single handedly doesn't give a fuck, dude. And I'm sitting here every time I watch this, I'm like, how were we allowed to watch this as kids?
Different time, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like there'd be
Now
like
it's Paw
7
Patrol.
disclaimers. There'd be a fucking disclaimer for every like gremlin killed in this film. It would be like, viewer discretion is advised.
But it's
Yeah.
all right to kill them because they're little shitheads.
Yeah, they're little.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're little fucking assholes running around.
The only one you don't want to kill is Gizmo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gizmo did nothing wrong.
And I like how Gizmo knows the rules.
Yeah.
He's like, Gizmo, you
But
want
when
some
he tried to
chicken?
give
And
the
he's like,
chicken, he was
"Mm-mm."
like, mm-mm.
Yeah. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Get the fuck out with that shit.
I'd take a little
He's like-
Gizmo, dude. Sit around and watch TV
Well,
with him.
Yeah.
Well, now that you think about it, when Pete spills the paint thing on it and it has the first litter, it kind of has that look on its face like,
Yeah.
not again.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely not the first time this has happened.
Yeah. I do like where the film is taking place, like, some Midwest nowhere town. You know what I mean? Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Just
Don't need an
having a good
invitation to
time.
take off your shoes. Come on in,
Yeah. You got the fucking crazy bitch that runs the town. They're like, please, it's Christmas. And like, my husband got laid off. And she's like, you know what? Me and the bank have in common. We both like money.
Yeah.
It's like the stereotypical fucking
Crazy rich lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Cats. Dude,
She's
I
like,
had
I'm
no
gonna
idea
fucking-
they had those things for the steps. I didn't know they had those
Yeah.
in '84.
No, I didn't know.
Like,
But hey,
Oh, dude, do you guys remember the Gremlins Blood? It was green.
yeah.
Only when they change.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it's the
Gizmo's-
gremlin, because his was like almost pink looking.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what happens if you drink it.
So remember when the kid goes to see the doctor and he's got Gizmo and they put a drop of water on him, it makes another one. He's like, all right, leave them here and I'll run tests on them. So we see the kid leave without Gizmo.
Yeah.
But when he gets home, Gizmo's there.
I guess he put him in the backpack.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it is,
Yeah.
I mean, in reality, though, if you walked in your kitchen and saw a gremlin fucking off, you'd be a little nervous, though.
Yeah.
I'd grab a baseball bat and beat it to death.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a movie where I feel like Gremlins low key is like if you think about the beginning of the movie, one of the first people you meet is someone that hates pets.
Yeah.
And this movie has all these gremlins dying in horrendous fucking ways. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you can't see where I'm putting down.
I got you.
Cause she said some fucked up shit to that boy too. She's like, I might put it in the dryer on high.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You're like,
skin
God.
alive.
Like, dude, when she put the gremlin in the microwave, I'm like, yeah, let's not teach kids how to do that.
Yeah, right.
Like, how many cats ended up in a microwave? Because
yeah, like how many animals?
Huh?
How many animals got killed because of gremlins?
Yeah.
It says that the set that they used was the same set that they used for Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah. Stripe and Gizmo were the same character originally. Spielberg came in and he's like, fuck no, dude.
Yeah, that
We
was
gotta
We're
have a
good.
good one.
That was better to do it
We're
that
good
way.
and we're evil. Yeah.
We don't want to kill Gizmo. Mogwai?
Mogwai.
He'd be talking. When they were leaving, he was like, Papa.
Yeah.
He wants to
yeah.
talk to you. You can understand him. All you have to do is listen. It's like, thanks, you wise Asian man. One of your eyes is fucked up, by the way.
Yeah. Where'd you get that long ass pipe at, too? Like, how?
He's like, oh, you mean this? Dragon's breath?
I like the fucking shot of the gremlin head burning in the fire.
Yeah.
Shit, the one that melts at the end.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a classic, man. Like, I've seen this movie so many times.
Yeah.
And it never gets old. I could sit down and put it back on right now and watch it again.
Yeah, it's a fun little movie.
Yeah. And it's just like the little personalities that the fucking gremlins have. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like that, like you said, that bar scene, and them just fucking raising hell, dude.
They're getting drunk. There's 3 of them that are singing like fisherman songs.
Yeah.
Once a fisherman's wife.
It's just like, who the fuck came up with this? You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have a scene where it's going to be in the bar, and the only human character that's going to be there is the girl.
Yeah, why were they not trying to kill her?
Yeah, exactly.
She just like giving them drinks and shit. Drinks.
Yeah.
Getting them drunk.
Giving them cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's such a funny scene, man.
Yeah. And them trying to get that fucking projector to work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, he said it though. He's like, there's fucking gremlins in the motor,
Yeah, the old guy.
Foreign cars.
Yeah, whenever he put the TV on, should have bought just a Ford TV.
Yeah.
As soon as the channel comes back, they're speaking like French or something. He's like, foreign. It's like, yeah, that's about right. There was a guy in that town that was like that.
One thing about this movie too that I've always appreciated, because you like knowing a little bit how these movies were made, knowing that like that every gremlin that got a close up,
oh yeah, there was
a massive, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it fit the camera, like whenever Feldman was trying to get the one to blink, and it looks like, oh yeah, I know, I'm cute, I get it, like the facial expressions.
Such a great film. Is this like one of the? I mean, I don't know for sure, but I mean, Spielberg started producing a shitload.
Yeah.
Is this possibly his entrance into that?
I don't know.
I feel like it's definitely one of the first.
I mean, it feels like it is to me. I'm gonna go to Mr. Spielberg's IMDb and just go to his production. Oh my God, I don't know how to spell. And go to what he's produced here, and just to kind of get an idea. All right, here we go. Oh, guess what has been announced, by the way?
What?
Gremlins 3.
Yeah, we had saw something about that a while back. Well, they were talking about making another Gremlins.
Yeah. So, and it says here the movie was originally set to be a fresh reboot. Once Carl Ellsworth was added as a writer, it was decided that it would be made as a sequel to the original. So they're going to disregard
the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach Galligan said that the movie is in the vein of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and might not ignore Gremlins 2. The Gremlins should be puppets to appear more real. That's what Chris Columbus and Carl Ellsworth quoted. Although Spielberg is known for using CGI to smooth out the characters as needed. I mean, dude. Look, all right. I'm just gonna ask you guys, like, what's your feelings on Gremlins 2?
I mean,
it's one of those where I'll always remember the first one more.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved Gremlins 2.
I can't remember the last time I watched it, so.
I mean, of course, don't get me wrong. I like Gremlins. I love the original Gremlins. I've seen it so much. But like to me personally, they're on the same level. Because like that bar scene that happens in the original Gremlins,
Yeah.
that's all Gremlins 2 is.
Yeah. It's over the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they found that's what everybody likes, so they just kind of leaned into that. I mean,
yeah, and it was, less of a horror type film and more of just a straight comedy.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why I gravitated towards it more or just as much, when I was a kid. I don't know. I want to revisit it. I think we deserve a real state revisit, even though we haven't like watched it for the podcast. Yeah. But
like that picture.
Yeah, dude.
In the second one.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's doing an interview. He's got a microphone clipped on his fucking.
Yeah, dude. I think we owe it to ourselves to put that in rotation because, I mean, when's the last time you guys watched Gremlins 2? Like it's been
a long time,
probably 20 years.
Yeah, I think I've seen the first one since I've seen the second one.
Right. Yeah.
But he's produced a lot. Like when you look at his production, I mean, he did E.T., Poltergeist, Twilight Zone, Gremlins, Goonies, Back to the Future, like
Used Cars. I Want to Hold Your Hand, Slipstream. So the first one that he produced was a short in 1959 called The Last Gun.
I think these were some of the little shorts he made when he was young.
Yeah.
Yeah, like him and his buddies.
Yeah. So it looks like the first one that's not a short here is I Want to Hold Your Hand, which was 1978. Then Used Cars was 80. Continental Divide, and then E.T., Poltergeist, Twilight Zone, Gremlins, Fandango, The Goonies, Back to the Future, Young Sherlock Holmes, Color Purple. I mean, An American Tale. It just,
Steven Spielberg was the 80s.
Yeah, legitimately. Yeah. Joe versus the Volcano. Wow. Cape Fear. He's uncredited, but he was an executive producer for the remake of Cape Fear, which is a great remake, by the way, So, I mean, it always warms my heart to see, Steven Spielberg producing. It warms my heart just as much to see that he's putting something out. But, he did fucking West Side Story, right?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay, so I heard some shinfo about that today at a family Christmas event, right? So, like part of the movie is in, Italian or
like the new one?
Spanish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like West Side Story is always, it's the like part of the story is someone that doesn't. There's a group of people that don't speak English in it, right? But I heard that they decided to not subtitle that because they don't want to assume. This is what I heard. They don't want to assume that everybody that's watching the movie doesn't speak that language.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, but like this was the point that I made. Have you seen Parasite? You know what I mean? That whole movie is in Korean and they like have subtitles for it because why would you assume that everybody knows how to speak Korean?
Well, sometimes you'll be watching a movie where they do that and it's like the only time it's okay is like when someone says something and then someone turns around and repeats it so somebody knows what they said. Well, he said this, and it's like, oh, okay. So it must be a small, right? I mean, it can't be a large portion of the movie.
I mean, I heard it was like a third of the movie.
Well, then what the fuck am I going? How am I going to know what they're saying?
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
We're
I'm
gonna
sitting
have
here
to have.
reading the article. It doesn't have
Oh, was
Spanish
it?
subtitles. That's real.
And did they say like the percentage of the film
It doesn't.
that's going to
Let's
be?
see. Let's see. The director didn't want to give English the power over Spanish within the
But
movie, determined not to repeat the mistakes of the past.
how is if you don't know how to speak? Like, dude, do you think people in Germany that speak German know how to speak Spanish?
No.
Do you think that people from fucking China that speak Chinese or whatever language that they speak knows how to speak Spanish? I mean, it's not going to release in China, but you don't.
But
You
there'll
get my
be people
point,
there that
though?
want to
Like,
see it.
yeah, but and they're going to be like, "What the fuck is going on?" That doesn't make any fucking sense. I love Spielberg, but what the fuck? Anyway,
Well, he
got
says
off on a
right
whole.
here, this is what it says. So, if I subtitled the Spanish, I'd simply be doubling down on the English and giving English the power over the Spanish.
What?
That's what
What does that mean?
This is.
How do you give a language power?
I'm leaving this alone. I don't have anything to
I
say.
know. I'm just confused. I'm sorry. Like, you know, excuse me for my ignorance, but like, if I haven't learned Spanish yet, what are the odds of me learning Spanish for
I'm not
West Side
learning it to
Story?
watch a fucking movie.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
sorry.
Yeah. But anyway, Gremlins. I don't know, man. I love it. I hope they make Gremlins 3. I would love to pick the cast up. Like, that's why I hope that they keep Gremlins 2 in the loop, because it would be nice to like pick up with Billy and, you know, the rest of the, you know, whoever that they can get that's still alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just see, like, you know, because of course, like, and I can already write it for you right here. Billy, the chick, they have a kid. You know, the kid's like 10, you know, whatever. Gizmo's getting old. He's starting to turn gray, you know, and he's like, oh, you know, we don't know what the lifespan for the mogwai are, but we can get, you know, Billy Jr. here another all we got to do is get him wet, and then fucking hijinks ensue. You know what I mean? Like, that's the story. It's that simple, you know?
Yeah.
So I loved it, man. I'm giving it a fucking full star. It's happening. And I do think we should fucking visit Gremlins too. Just for my own personal satisfaction of watching Gremlins.
Bad Batch.
Yeah, it is the bad. It's bigger and better, dude.
Here they grow again. That's the tagline.
It's almost like a fucking superhero movie too, because you know they all get crazy. Some of the Gremlins get crazy powers and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I love it. I like it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a star, dude. Gremlins is a classic, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with it, you know? And it's real, like, it takes place during Christmas and everything, but you can legit throw this film on at any time and sit back and enjoy the hell out of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, Joe Dante has directed a bunch of good shit
movies,
too.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's a real
Chris
80s
Columbus.
filmmaker.
Yeah, right.
Right there.
I gotta back out. For a few minutes, guys. I'll be back shortly.
All right, man.
All right, man. Fucking Chris Columbus, right? The guy that wrote Gremlins, you know? So when you look at his shit,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, what? So he wrote Gremlins. He wrote the screenplay for The Goonies.
Yep.
He wrote the screenplay for Young Sherlock Holmes. He wrote Heartbreak Hotel, Gremlins 2, then 9 Months. What? You know what I mean? Madame Doubtfire, which is a TV movie from the movie Miss Doubtfire. Christmas with the Cranks. The Christmas Chronicles Part 2. And then he's got announced here The Goonies 2 and Gremlins 3.
Yeah.
That's what he's written. And then let's see what he's directed here. Heartbreak Hotel, Home Alone. Only the Lonely, Home Alone 2, Miss Doubtfire, 9 Months, Stepmom, Bicentennial Man.
Okay.
Yeah. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Whoa. Rent, I Love You, Beth Cooper, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Pixels. The Christmas Chronicles Part 2.
He's stayed busy.
Yeah, legit. His first directing outing was Adventures in Babysitting, 1987. He did fucking Home Alone.
I mean, I was about to say that I would imagine that's his biggest.
Yeah.
You know, Home Alone being like. You can tell, though, like in the writing of the way, like, you know, because like Home Alone is just, you know, shenanigans and.
Yeah.
When you start looking at all these old movies and seeing who's connected to all of them, it's like, oh, they all were fucking working on the same movies together. Like,
yeah, they just kind of floated around and did whatever they did, you know? So it's a great movie, man. And I really do hope that they get the third, because like right now is the time, you know, when they're picking up films and continuing them years later.
Yeah,
like,
do that thing, you know, like these other movies we watched where, you know, 40 years later.
Yeah.
This happens. It's time.
Yeah. Legit, man. Great film. Great film. All right. Dexter.
I don't need Jim.
I need Dexter Morgan.
Yeah. What I thought's funny is the guy that wrote the story Dexter, based on books. His name is Jeff Lindsay.
James. Yeah. Jeff Lindsay. Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny that.
Yeah.
They did a little, you know, if you know, you know.
Yeah. So Dexter shows up and he straight crime scenes the shit out of this fucking cave, dude.
Find her.
Yeah. Can I touch the body?
Yeah. She's like, whatever you gonna do, man? He's like, okay. Pulls her tooth, and he's like, there's some skin in there. Looks like it maybe. Yeah. And then, of course, the guy's like, I like how they show us him doing it.
Yeah.
Like picking her up, all this stuff, but really it was the dad. So now we get the runaway thing. Like, he's reliving the way he felt when the girl ran away and he shot her in the back.
Yeah. I kind of wish that which he may be lying, you know what I mean? But I do kind of wish that they would have kept the father, you know, he's a fucking victim of this fucking abusive family. You know what I mean? I kind of wish that they would have kept that a little bit of a mystery, because like they did kind of the same thing with Trinity to an extent.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them going as in depth with that.
Yeah. And we got our cameo. Finally.
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
And that was it. It was just him being like, hey, little boy, you know?
He looks the fucking same.
Yeah.
Like he's looked the same since 19 fucking whenever fucking Third Rock from the Sun was.
Yeah, he's looked the same since Third Rock.
Yeah, like
Kramer
he's the fucking
aged.
vampire. Yeah. But like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, we get a little bit of a backstory and everything here, which it could just be his story, and he's just saying that it was his dad. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what it was. That was him.
Yeah, but like he picked the girl up, but he was saying that his dad was
did it
abusive.
because their DNA was on the
Yeah.
But when they show it's him because you know this was. I mean, he's young. You know, when this girl, you know, so Like his dad wouldn't have been that young then.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, what if he did that to his son, the one that Dexter killed, as opposed to it happen? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it being like he was the one that was like, you know. But I don't know. But they made the arrest. They don't have enough evidence. He's like, don't worry, I'll be back, you know. And then now him and Dexter are like at a fucking crossroads here.
Yeah.
Dexter's like, I guess I'm gonna have to hurt her. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to hurt him. I'm gonna have to kill him for Harrison. So we did see towards the climax of the episode here that Kurt's got his eyes on the fucking podcaster.
Yeah.
High profile target. He wants that bitch dead as fuck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and he also knows that Dexter killed his son, or at least burned the body up.
Yeah, because he went and looked in the incinerator and found the screw.
Yeah. So
So he may try to go for a little eye for an eye there then.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you killed my boy.
Yeah. And I mean, now he's got to tell Harrison, right?
You would think.
Like he doesn't have any choice, in my opinion, because like Harrison's going to keep going to work there.
Yeah.
Like he's already proved that it doesn't matter if he's in jail or not. He's still going to have people that's going to get to him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We've only got 3 episodes left? 4 episodes, something like that. So, we'll see what happens, but it's pretty fucking nutty, man.
Yeah.
It's been good so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see, like, I mean, Dexter's gonna fucking take him out.
He's got to.
He's gonna put him on the slab, you know?
Yeah. Answer for your crimes.
Yeah.
What did you do to those girls? Look at them.
Yeah. And he's got all those wanted posters hanging up in there.
Yeah.
Where does he get the time to print all this shit off?
Weekend.
And it's like he's man about town. You know what I mean? Like that was the thing about the original series was it was always him versus his job versus him,
world.
Him being a serial killer. Yeah. And him and his job, like his job always conflicted with everything that was going on in his life for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I like in this small town, he's just like, I think I'm going to take the next 3 weeks off. And fucking dude's just like, sure. Whatever you say, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to assume that because he hasn't been to work since episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Since he sold the gun to Matt.
Yeah, right. Right. So, I have a feeling that he's going to try to out him, that Kurt's going to try to out Dexter.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Dexter's going to be like, oh, baby.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think like that, baby?
Yeah.
And then they're going to have to he's going to put him on the slab.
The situation's coming to a head.
Yeah. I'd love to. What if they have a fist fight like in the front yard, like in Lethal Weapon?
Yeah. Well, he told him when he broke that kid's arm and he came over there and he was like, get off of him.
Yeah.
Kurt, back off it, Kurt. He was like, you want to go?
Yeah.
I was like, are they going to fight right now? Like,
dude, that would have been
they start wrestling. Then it cuts to them both they got the suit on. Dexter's wearing the headgear. He's like, Harrison's like, you got to sweep his legs. And he's like, I know how to do this.
I've been training my whole life for this moment, He's bigger than me.
Fuck him up.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, I can't wait to make him fall on my slab.
I have Kurt right where I want him,
Yeah. I enjoy our version of Dexter way more.
He's fun.
Yeah, he is very fun. Oh. But yeah, it's good. I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be an easy fight this time. You know, Trinity was kind of a. I mean, he fucked everything up, but you know, when it came to like Dexter getting him on the table, you know, he took care of the situation. You know.
Yeah.
But
things are different now.
Yeah,
Harrison's
we got to think
involved.
about Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if Harrison's the one that? What if he kills both of them? He's like,
Well,
I couldn't wait to get both
that's
of you
the
on
thing
my
here.
side.
He risk if he doesn't sit Harrison down and have a talk, then he risk like I don't know Harrison trying to kill him or like he's got to let the kid know what's going on. The kid's smart. He's been through some shit.
Yeah.
He'll get it.
Yeah, he will.
He may already know.
Yeah.
We don't know what she told him.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He's like 15, but he's got the fucking life skills of a 30-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
You know? He's out banging the police chief's daughter. He's overdosing. He's been doing a fuckload since he showed up.
I mean,
dude.
he's man about town now.
Yeah, he is.
Stopped a school
Most
shooter.
Yeah.
Joined the wrestling team. Broke a kid's arm. And then the other kids
Yeah.
were like, "You better watch your fucking back, man." So then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I wonder like when it'll be like when we're sitting there and like Harrison's looking at them. He's like, "You better watch your fucking back." Then you just hear Harrison's voice in his head like, "What they don't know is I could kill all fucking three of them put together." Like he's got his own little Nobody does it better than Dexter though.
Voice. Yeah.
That's like my favorite part of Dexter.
Yeah, it is.
But it's been nice, man. Getting to revisit.
I've missed it. Yeah.
You know, I watched that interview the other night where he was like, I think he was on The View, Michael Chaw, and he said, you know, we owed it to the fans to bring it back because the way that it ended, we left it off. It kind of like people weren't happy with it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons they did it because it was like, okay, it's been enough time now. He's like, we had to wait for the kid to grow up. You know, I was like, is it the same kid? It's not.
No,
yeah.
Right.
I was like, I went and looked it up. I was like, did he play Harrison in the original? He did.
How crazy would that be, though?
Yeah.
But wait for the kid to grow up.
Yeah.
That fucking creepy ass Dexter laugh.
He's sitting there talking to them. Then it cuts like, should take that clip, man, of him talking to them. And then one of the scenes like where they're talking, do that shit like they're all talking. You just zoom in on his face and take one of the inner monologues from the show. And he's like, what they don't know is I want to hurt them right now. I want to kill everyone at this table, especially Whoopi Goldberg.
Somebody needs to do that with every Michael Chaw interview.
Like anytime he gets quiet, and he's just sitting there, you do that slow pan where it starts zooming in on his face.
Yeah.
And everyone talking around him kind of gets that muffled, like it, you know, like you can't hear him. And then his monologue kicks in. What they don't know is I was 2 hours late here. You know?
Yeah. It's like, what?
They thought I brought donuts for everyone, but really they were for me.
Everyone got one. Man, it makes me want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. What about Hawkeye?
Yeah, man. New shit's come to light.
Yeah. So, Black Widow's sister has been hired by the mother to kill Hawkeye.
Yeah. And visit the Empire State Building.
Yeah. And the mother is in bed with the fucking baddest dude in New York City, dude.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Kingpin, you know?
She's working with Kingpin.
I mean, Kingpin's going to straight fuck on Hawkeye.
What'll be crazy, man, is like if the daughter finds out, well, now she knows.
Yeah, she knows.
She loves Hawkeye so much. That's always been her hero that that's not going to go over well.
Yeah.
Between her and her mother. And that's why her mother was like, you need to stay out of all of this. You need to stay out of this.
Yeah, because her daughter could die on accident.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So far, the show's been great. I like how they use these little Disney shows to introduce all this shit. Like,
yeah, right.
Awesome.
And like, bringing in fucking Black Widow's sister.
Yep.
Like that's genius. Introducing Echo, introducing the new Hawkeye.
Yeah, now I picture Black Widow's sister. What's her name? Is it Natasha? It's not Natasha. That was Black Widow. What's her name? Can't ever remember her name.
I know her real name.
I do too. So we got her. I think. I mean, at some point, her, Hawkeye, Echo, Kate, they're teaming up.
For sure.
Now, I see Hawkeye leaving.
Yeah.
Like, this may be the last time we see him,
Yeah.
Because he's getting old and he's got a family now, but that's what it's looking like. We're building up a little Avenger group here.
What if fucking DD shows up?
Who? Daredevil?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's in the MCU.
I mean, allegedly, what if he shows up?
It'd be crazy if he showed up at anything. I mean,
I know, right?
I haven't seen him in anything yet, but
I mean, he is a hell of a lawyer.
He might be one hell of a lawyer, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard anyway. So,
But that would be cool. Well, I mean, from what they said, man, we read that article a month or so ago when they were like, look, we're doing Daredevil, but it's going to be a show called Echo. It's, we talked about this last time. It's based on Kingpin's, like, adoptive daughter, father figure to her. And he's supposed to show up in that.
Yeah. And that's going to be happening hopefully
right around
soon.
the corner, yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense. I mean, dude, you can't have Kingpin without Daredevil, right?
I mean,
why would you? Now, I picture them doing this, though, like when that season starts, building up to it. Daredevil ain't going to be in the first episode.
He might show up at the end of it.
But somebody might need a good lawyer.
Yeah.
They get in legal trouble.
Speaking of good lawyer, I did see a news article that he was going to have a bigger role in She-Hulk, because in the promotional stuff for She-Hulk, it does show Charlie Cox.
Mm-hmm.
So whether we've seen him in the MCU or not, he has kind of pretty much been confirmed for She-Hulk,
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be Daredevil. I think it'll be Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
And someone said that Matt Murdock is going to have a pretty substantial role in that series. So I'm okay with it, But I like how they're ushering all of the, all the heroes out.
Yeah.
And then replacing them, They've done a really good job at doing that, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how She-Hulk does for the Hulk, and then, of course, how Thor Love and Thunder, if they decide to replace Thor, So, we'll see. But, you want to do some movie news here?
Hell yeah.
It says here that Bruce Campbell is down to voice Ash in an Evil Dead animated series.
Knew he'd be playing him again.
Yeah. Perhaps we haven't seen the last of Ash Williams just yet, played by Bruce Campbell in the classic Sam Raimi horror flick Evil Dead and its 2 sequels. Campbell more recently reprised his role as Ash in the Starz TV series Ash vs. Evil Dead. After that show ended, the B-movie legend announced his retirement from the role, declaring Ash has left the building. Campbell has clearly has love for Ash and the Evil Dead franchise, and his decision to step away from playing the character is actually pretty solid. The actor has explained how his body just can't keep up with the physical demands of playing the horror hero. By the end of the last season of Ash vs. Evil Dead, he was pretty firm in his decision that he didn't want to have to go through it again now that he is in his 60s. I'm done playing Ash, so that determines a lot of where we go with the franchise without that character. But there are more stories. Whatever the cliched phrase is, I left it all on the table, he recently told Collider. I've got nothing else to give. The 3 seasons of Ash vs. Evil Dead were the longest seasons of my life. If you saw the emails pleading with various directors that were like, hey, my knee's not working right. Be careful about tomorrow. Let's have the stunt guy nearby. Hey, I can't run anymore. It was just an endless physical struggle.
Yeah.
Feeling that Ash got a rather satisfying ending to his story, Campbell also felt that there was no real need to continue in the role. He added, I feel like we really pushed all the buttons and he fulfilled his destiny written in that ancient book. He was the guy destined to defeat evil in the past, present, and future, and he took off with a hot robot chick at the end to go kick in the future. What else do you need? Saying goodbye to Ash is still hard to do for big Evil Dead fans, despite Campbell's retirement from the role. Many had still been hoping he'd come back for a cameo in the upcoming movie Evil Dead Rise. Campbell confirmed he won't be doing that, insisting that he will never physically go to battle with the Deadites again. The good news is that Ash's story just might continue someday, even if it's not in live action. Speaking with OK Magazine, Campbell has confirmed that he's still happy to voice Ash Williams in a potential animated series adaptation. This will let Campbell be able to deliver all of the character's grooviest one-liners from the comfort of a recording booth. No fake blood necessary. As he bluntly told the magazine, I can do the voice. Those following Bruce Campbell closely might not be too surprised. He has lent his voice to Ash in the video game Dead by Daylight and will also voice Ash in the Evil Dead the game. Still, while video games are fun, they don't continue the story of Ash and the Ghost Beaters, and many fans are hoping to see what comes next with an animated follow-up to Ash vs. Evil Dead. Time will tell if that will happen.
Thank you. What's his name here? Jeremy Dick.
Jeremy Dick.
Yeah, that's the guy.
See there, Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Like that last article you read was him talking about he just can't. It's hard on his body. I mean, trying to do all that shit. So him being able to do, that's what you want, anyways. The voice. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Why not, dude?
Make an anime.
I would love it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there can't be enough Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell.
No. I'll always want more.
Yeah.
Always, So, next up we have here Harvey Weinstein threatened to replace Peter Jackson with Quentin Tarantino on Lord of the Rings.
Interesting.
Celebrating the 20th anniversary of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, The Independent spoke to multiple people associated with the franchise, including Jackson's manager Ken Kamins and the actors Elijah Wood, Orlando Bloom, and Ian McKellen. It was during this interview that Kamins spilled the beans about the entire incident. Harvey would go from acting empathetically to turning on a dime into Mr. Hyde and would threaten Peter. He'd threatened to get Quentin Tarantino to direct if Peter couldn't do it in one film that was 2.5 hours, which was the exact opposite of what he initially told us he wanted. Miramax acquired the rights to the Tolkien books in the mid-90s and invested a few $1 million to commence the development of the films. However, it would soon turn out that the project was taking a direction very different from what Peter Jackson and his partners in production, Brand Walsh, had originally envisioned. As a result, they implored co-founder Weinstein to develop the project in other studios. Miramax decided to agree on 2 conditions. Jackson and Co. had to set up the pitch within the week, and that the studio that decided to get on board had to agree to make all 3 films at once. Eventually, the film was sold to New Line. Other than the issue of the film's runtime, Miramax had originally insisted on making 2 films out of the books instead of 3. However, New Line suggested that it be made into a trilogy instead. It was actually Bob Shea, which is the New Line founder. It was his idea to do 3 films instead of 2. The original pitch was to do 2 films, and Bob goes, "There's 3 books. Why do you only make 2 films?" Apparently, Ken Kamens was also taken aback by New Line's response to the project, as it played into what they had envisioned for the franchise. He said, "Tolkien did your job for you. He wrote 3 books, so you have 3 movies. And I'm kicking Peter under the table, not believing what I'm hearing." They said yes on Monday, and we're out of pocket $12 million by Wednesday. Although it is a relief that the films did not follow Weinstein's vision of the franchise, it is still fun to wonder how the films would have looked at the hands of the Pulp Fiction director.
Well,
could you
Samuel L.
imagine?
Jackson would have played Gandalf, and he'd have been like, "You shall not pass, motherfucker," you know?
Yeah, right.
I can't believe they were even giving him any grief, dude. All 3 Lord of the Rings movies made $2.9 billion.
I mean, bank, dude.
Billion.
Brilliant.
Yeah. But that would have been, I don't think that Quentin would have done it.
No, not at all.
He doesn't, well, he likes to direct his movies.
Yeah.
He's not really into directing other people's stuff. That's,
yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's smart, man, because like when you take someone's property and, try to make it into a movie, people are either going to love it or they're going to hate it. They're going to be a little bit of both. Well, when it's your fucking script, it's like, well, I wrote it. I mean, it's my vision. Yeah. Not like I took another vision and changed it.
Well, people fucking hated on him for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because of how he portrayed
the girl.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Not Bruce Willis. Bruce Lee. God damn.
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, I don't think he would have said that if Bruce Lee wasn't a bit of a dick. I mean, and it would make sense that he'd be a little bit of a arrogant. He's of a fucking big Bruce Lee,
He could kill anybody.
I could kill 10 men with his finger, and it's like, okay, cool,
yeah,
calm down.
Whoa. Yeah, all right, chill.
Weapon.
Get too old for this shit.
Well, they also got mad because, what's her name?
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, the girl. I can't remember the girl that played her, but
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, apparently she didn't have enough lines.
Yeah, but it wasn't about her. It was about Rick fucking Dalton. Like,
and it's like, on. Oh yeah, and she also died, which they didn't do in the movie. Y'all have a problem with that?
Yeah, like they beat the shit out of the hippies that was supposed to kill her.
Yeah, he's like, nah, it was something stupid like Rex or Tex. That's it.
Yeah.
That would have been a crazy. I don't think he would have done it.
No, I don't think so, man.
They were just threatening, like.
Yeah, and I bet Peter Jackson was like, "There's no goddamn way." He probably called Quentin and
he's like, "Dude, hey," he called his bluff.
Yeah,
because dude, those movies were made between 2000 and 2003. They still hold up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's still the CGI, everything's great. Like,
yeah. It would have been a lot more dialogue.
Yeah.
Not as much action.
A lot of staying in the same room for very long periods of time.
It would have been very bloody.
Yeah.
Very bloody.
And more cussing.
I kind
of want to see it. I mean, I'd watch it.
Yeah, in a heartbeat, dude. Shit.
If I ever get in a position where I get to hop around and check out the different simulations, I'll be like, is this the one where they let Tarantino direct Lord of the Rings? Because I'd like to get a copy of that.
Yeah, bring a copy back so we can do it on
Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But it would be something weird. It's like in that universe, they don't have Blu-ray. It's like 8K.
No, dude, it's on VHS still.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It's like 18 tapes.
There was no porn, so it didn't decide.
Oh, my God. That would be a fun universe to explore because you show up and you start putting porn out.
You know what I mean? What is this?
You
like,
set
nobody
the
ever
standard.
thought to do that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, right.
That's all they do where I'm from.
Yeah. There's like half of the internet dedicated to, like,
Yeah, dude.
y'all haven't heard of this thing called
Like,
OnlyFans?
Porn decided to go from VHS to DVD, from DVD to Blu-ray. That's how big it is.
Yeah. Because everybody was like, is it going to be Blu-ray or is it going to be, what was the other one? HD?
Yeah.
DVD? Yeah. And porn's like, we can get way more
Hollywood
hours.
backed that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was movies released.
Yeah. On HD. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can still find them.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah. I think I even have a couple.
Yeah.
Can't watch
why
them,
not? Yeah.
Little relics
Blast
from the past.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is something that I'm not exactly happy about.
All right.
Even though I haven't
Making
seen
Back
the
to the
film.
Future?
No, they're
Oh.
remaking Train to Busan.
Were they doing like an American?
Yep. It says the upcoming remake.
Why don't people just watch the original?
Exactly.
From what I've heard, it's really good.
Yeah, exactly. It says the upcoming remake of celebrated South Korean zombie flick Train to Busan has now confirmed to be titled The Last Train to New York. Along with the new title, Deadline has also revealed that the movie has also now been giving a release date of April 21st, 2023, meaning that there is still a little while to wait before seeing how Warner Brothers Pictures plans to transport the claustrophobic horror over to the Western world. The word remake often sends a chill down the spines of cinema fans, but director Timo, I'm not even going to try it.
Yeah.
Has already responded to early criticisms of his vision for The Last Train to New York. The filmmaker has assured fans of the original Train to Busan that it will be worth it, sharing some wise words from The Conjuring and Insidious director James Wan, who will produce the project. When your ad is suddenly filling up and it's more about Train to Busan remake, he says, in James Wan's own words, Timo, I guess, we need to rise above and beyond everyone's expectations, just like other great remakes have done, such as The Ring or Dawn of the Dead remake. Who am I to let my boss down?
I don't
So
know
Train
if
to
those are two
Busan.
good examples to throw out there, but
Yeah, I know. Train to Busan came out in 2016. It Chapter 2 and the Nun writer Gary Dauberman is on board to pen the script for Train to Busan remake, and he too has felt the need to respond to the woes and worries of horror movie fans. The writer has offered some insight into how he plans to approach the material, with Dauberman intending to mix things up for an American audience, though he did go on to reassure that these changes will not encroach on the superb original movie. Yes, I won't get more into that, but it's one of those movies that's so fucking great. It's so well done. You don't want to do anything that's going to be less than, Dauberman said. I think we're certainly getting there. It feels like there's a reason to make the American version without ruining the experience of the original. I don't know, man. I mean, that's like Train. I've heard Train to Busan's good.
great.
I mean,
I think there's a couple of them too.
Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 of them now. Yeah, but
so we got to
it's one of
westernize
those.
it.
Well, it's like
imagine Parasite.
That's what I was fixing to say.
They
like,
take Parasite.
Yeah,
put
and
it here in
westernize
America.
it.
Yeah, I don't think it would be as good. I really don't.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all, man. I think that it's it really doesn't make sense. Like, if here's my thing. This is how I envision everything. It's like, if you're going to consider bringing a Eastern film to the Western audience and, remaking it or, adapting it or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
why not just? It came out in 2016.
Well, dude, it's
Just
like Squid
release
Game.
it in theaters. Yeah, exactly.
People loved it. They ate it up.
Yeah.
You don't
So
have
just
to remake it.
Release the original in theaters now.
Yeah, just release it here instead of it coming straight to VOD or DVD.
Yeah.
Give it a fucking theatrical release.
I guarantee you, if you put Train to Busan and you start promoting it now, and let's say in 6 weeks you're going to premiere it in theaters, people, your average moviegoer is not going to have any fucking clue that this film came out 5 years ago.
Nah.
Or 6 years ago at the time that it would release. You know what I mean? So, like, what the fuck?
It's just they want to double dip on it. The fact that it has come out, they're like, well, it's already been viewed by people, so they're not going to go to the theater and watch it. It's like, yeah, but a lot of people won't know.
Yeah, exactly. So let them experience the original, and then like decide from the response. Like, if the film gets praise and people like when Parasite, there's no reason to ever westernize that film.
That would take away from it because, like, we live different here.
Yeah, exactly.
Than they do there, so it wouldn't work the same.
No, it would be a completely different film.
But I get it. Like, release the original. Then if there's a big buzz about it, then you can have the fucking zombie outbreak happen in America. It's the same, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be like the origin stories to it. Like,
yeah. It just sucks, man, because there's some great, especially in Korea, man. There's some great shit happening over there.
I think they do it better than anybody.
It feels that way.
Yeah, when it comes to with their shows,
the weird.
like, yeah, just that out of the box thinking that.
Yeah.
Because, dude, if you told me, if you sat down, and you were like, "This is what Parasite's about," I'm like, "That what?"
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't sound good. Because I tried to explain it to my grandparents. I was like, this is how it plays out. You know, they want to get a job. I explained the whole plot.
Yeah.
And they were like, and I was like, just watch it.
Yeah,
you kind of have a hard time explaining that movie. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So it's just a weird choice, man. And I still want to get that in on Foreign Film February at some point. Because we've been recommended that film by a lot of people, you know? So. Next up, Billy Zane wants to revisit The Phantom in a legacy sequel.
Man, it's about time.
Yeah. Perhaps a bit ahead of its time, The Phantom bombed in theaters as 1996 was not the time when superhero movies were anywhere near as popular as they are today.
Yep.
In subsequent years, the movie developed a cult following with its releases on home video. Now that there's been a superhero movie boom that's overtaken Hollywood, Billy Zane sees this as the perfect time to revisit. The Phantom, in fact, as the actor recently told comicbook.com, he considers the Phantom to be the one role from his past he wants to revisit the most, perhaps with a legacy sequel where he gets to pass on the torch. This is what he had to say. To be honest, a Phantom return would be quite interesting. 20 years later, it's a father-to-son business and a bit of a handoff. And I dug him because he didn't have superpowers, really. It was just kind of superhumane. Again, that moral compass would be a nice reminder. So right out of the comic universe, I'd say that character would be a hoot.
Yeah.
I mean, why not, you know?
Yeah, I'm seeing here it only brought in 23 million, which is still probably pretty good for.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they spent, but
for 96, yeah. But you know, why not? I mean, Billy Zane's not going to charge that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then like get somebody in there that's like, "Hey, man, let's do this." Says Billy Zane had originally signed on to star in 2 sequels to the movie, but those plans were shelved when The Phantom underperformed at the box office. 2008, there were rumblings of a new sequel that evolved into plans for a reboot, but that iteration of the project never made any traction. Another reboot nearly happened in 2014 when it was reported that producer Mark Gordon was developing a new adaptation. But as with the previous attempts, this movie never saw the light of day. The Phantom 2 might finally happen given the factors that seem to lean in its favor. It certainly helps that Billy Zane is so eager to sign on, as legacy sequels have become both trendy and highly profitable in recent years. The movie's continued popularity with its cult following, coupled with the superhero movie craze, may also help the sequel's chances. Throw in the fact that Paramount is looking to beef up their Paramount Plus subscription service with exclusive content, and all of the right ingredients seem to be there to make this happen.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, why
seeing
not?
here that the budget was 45 million, so it made 23, and they were like,
Yeah. We're good.
Do you think they'll? I mean, if they're gonna make another one though, are they gonna bring him back, or are they just gonna? Dude, it's
Yeah.
been so long. I could just picture them just rebooting it though.
Well, I mean, I could see that happening as well, but I also think that like there's enough of a cult status there that if it gets rebooted, then the squeakiest wheels make the most noise on the internet. So
Yeah.
you could have people that's like, dude, this is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, let's just bring like Billy Zane is someone that's always around. He's always available.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's almost like it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. They're not making another Titanic movie, so
yeah, like give him like $250 and he'll come back. You know what I mean? Like you might not even have to pay him.
You might.
And I like Billy Zane. I think that like with the right writers and directors, he's great.
Yeah.
But he also has a lot of opportunities to ham it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that if you get someone that's very passionate about the project and get him on board with it, get the right writers and directors, I mean, it could be a recipe for success, especially with the fucking Paramount Plus shit. Like they could even do a series or something. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah.
Like a show.
I mean, do like a 9-10 episode show, and then show the passing of the torch and all that good stuff, and then I'm ready for other studios to start doing what Disney's doing, where like let's get all these side stories and all this other stuff that's really good and really interesting content that doesn't really deserve to be a film. Let's put them on the streaming service. And then let's like invest a lot of money into a really big budget action film. So, but anyway, we'll see. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I remember watching The Phantom when I was a kid. So
yeah.
And this is what I'm gonna go out on here. Shang-Chi 2 director wants Jackie Chan in the Marvel sequel.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah, right. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings 2 now confirmed to be in development. Returning director Destin Daniel Cretton has begun dreaming of which actors he could add to the Marvel sequel. Allowing his imagination to run wild, the filmmaker has come up with the perfect addition: martial arts legend Jackie Chan. He said, I mean, if we could ever get Jackie into a movie, that would be a lifelong dream of mine. So, I mean, then it just goes into,
So here's something that's coming to mind here. Shang-Chi was not released in China.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Chan, he's
is a very
very, so much so that he would possibly turn a movie role down.
Yeah.
If the CCP didn't like it.
Or that could be their way to get that movie into China.
Yeah. Because if he's in it, it's releasing there. Well, there would just be certain things. They would be like, okay, well, if he's going to be in it, then you can't do this or that, or
Yeah.
He'd have people look it over. But would you picture him playing like a villain?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
We don't
mean,
get too many Jackie Chan playing the bad guy.
have we ever?
I don't think I've ever seen him play a bad guy.
No.
So it'd be
But
nice to
like,
see him do the heavy.
yeah, dude. And they could have him be like a long-term villain too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they could legit have him be the long-term villain for Shang-Chi. They could introduce him in the sequel. They could set him up, set his character up, have him be a straight badass, and then let that continue on into the third film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not? You know?
He's definitely got the pull.
Yeah, for sure. I honestly, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
You know, and like Jackie Chan, like I would love if Shang-Chi was almost like a swan song or like, you know, whatever you want to call it. Like it's already kind of an homage to Kung Fu films.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's bring some of those guys into it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I would love to see them bring in Jet Li,
Jet Li, yeah.
you know, Jackie Chan, the dude from The Raid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bring some of these guys in here. Like you need villains, you need people. We're going to at least make 2 more films. There's plenty of room, you know?
Everybody can eat.
Yeah. Could you imagine a film where Jackie Chan's the bad guy and Jet Li's the right hand?
Yeah.
Like 2 of the greatest martial arts film, you know, characters or actors, I guess you could say, like working together as villains? What? You know?
Yeah, and it's like, you mean Jackie Chan's a bad guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would take the world by storm, dude. You know how much money that movie would make just because he's playing a villain?
Yeah.
I would love it. I hope that they get it done, man. And I would love to see this released in China because I would love to see what China's response to the film
Well,
would
it's
be.
not
I
fair
think
that
that,
they don't get to watch it.
yeah, I
mean,
think
it's
they
a
would
great
love
movie.
it.
Like, well, and two,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, this is now they're in the, you know, you're in the MCU. We got martial arts. Like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody gets a turn. This
Yeah,
is their
exactly,
turn, and then
right.
they're like, we don't want it released here, and it's like that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. I hope it happens. We'll see, but I really do hope that happens.
I watched the guy that plays Shang-Chi. I
Yeah.
watched his Hot Ones episode last night.
So you good on there?
Yeah, it was good. He did it, man. He did it.
He made it all the way through?
Yeah. I also
Fuck
watched the
yeah.
Tom Holland one.
Yeah.
Of course, he's the newest one since Spider-Man came out, dude. He ate 2 bites off of every wing.
Holy shit.
He was like, I'm not gonna drink any of the milk, dude. By the time they hit the bomb, he's like, I need more milk. Oh, he was sweating. He said, I need these wings. Like, he's like, I need to do like a thing where you guys were like, if I have to do a crying scene, I just eat one of these wings, cause. But he did it. He made it to the end.
Fucking
Both
right,
of them.
dude. Good for him, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Because I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
We should do it,
I
dude.
don't like hot stuff.
On the pod.
Mm-mm.
The what? What are we talking about?
The hot wing challenge.
I'm not doing it.
The hot ones.
Oh, that ain't shit, man. Just don't do the one. Just don't do the one chip challenge, man. Anybody tells y'all to try that Pocky chip or whatever, you tell them to go fuck themselves.
You know what I started to do? They were selling those at the gas station one day.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be a slow day at work. I started to buy some. It's like whoever eats this chip can go home early.
Oh God!
But I figured I'd get fired.
Yeah, you might get in trouble.
I'll put it this way, Griffin. If somebody comes in and is like, "Hey, man, I'm going to do this," the first thing you should tell them is, "You can't go home if you get sick."
Yeah, and I'm going to record it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere somebody used the bomb sauce for something. Like they used it as like an ingredient, and I'm like, fuck. Oh, I remember it was good. I think it was the Guga Foods YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker's always dry aging shit with like weird ingredients and stuff.
The new sauce, and this was the end of season 16. The new Last Dab, the Scoville count is to be determined. That's how high it is.
Oh my god, dude! And here's the thing, man. It's not the heat that gets you; it's the gut rot that follows.
Yeah, because your stomach's like, get it the fuck out.
On that Pocky chip, man, it says on there it's like it has something called gut slash, and I'm like, oh, that's just, that's just to hype it up, part of the packaging. No, dude. Even after the heat subsided, it's just like any spicy food, man. After about 30 minutes, you're good.
Yeah.
It's the same way with the chip. You're like, whoa, that was disgusting. That was like so hot it was gross. But then you have like this feeling like I feel like an alien was trying to, like a chest burster was forming in my fucking
in your gut.
And dude, it hurt, dude. I ate that chip at 8 o'clock in the morning, which was a mistake. I know, but I didn't like that gut pain I had. It didn't let up till after lunch, man. Like it was way past like 1 o'clock, and I was like, I'm still feeling that fucking chip.
I need to go to bed.
The hot wings challenge, I think y'all would be surprised because some of those flavors, yeah, there's a little heat to them, but a lot of them are really fucking good though, man.
Yeah, I draw the line at the bomb. I'm not going.
Yeah, everything
that's
underneath all that. I was gonna say underneath the bomb.
Yeah,
as far as how their lineup goes, you're fucking golden, man. But after that, it just becomes like a gag. Like you're just, it's
a novelty at that point.
Yeah.
I got something to run by you, Trav.
Okay.
Jackie Chan, Shang-Chi villain. What do you think?
I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't shown up in like Iron Fist or like any of the, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know. Exactly.
I always thought he would have made a good iteration of Stick.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Like training old Murdoch and shit.
Before you came back, he read an article where the filmmaker for Shang-Chi wants to get Jackie Chan in the sequel.
Yeah.
So I brought up.
It would be.
So I was like, wait a minute now. Remember how China was like, we're not Shang-Chi coming out here. If China tells Jackie Chan he can't be in Shang-Chi 2, then he won't do it.
Yeah.
He just won't do it.
Yeah, I think he's an actual member of the Communist Party. Not to get political, but I think he's like for real, like he shows up to meetings and shit.
Well, he's a national treasure.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
of course, they use him to,
I mean, if our country made Rumble in the Bronx, I'll be in favor for Chan being a national treasure. Which we did. Never mind. Forget I said that. Terrible analogy. Yeah, I would be cool with Chan being. I wanted to see him as a villain. That's the one thing he's never
seen him play a bad guy. Was he? You remember that trailer we saw that had him in it and Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Is he a bad guy in that?
I think that's more just East meets West to find the common ground, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm talking serious villain, no goofy.
Yeah.
You leave the campy stuff to Shang-Chi. Jackie Chan serious as fuck.
Dude, I would love a fucking movie where Chan's the head of the Yakuza, and we're not talking like PG-13 bullshit like motherfuckers get decapitated in front of him and he just has that stern look like, motherfucker, go get me Shang-Chi.
I said that it would be awesome since Shang-Chi's basically going to be the, Eastern representation of, that culture and everything. Like, let's bring in fucking, all the martial arts greats over the last several years. Like, let's have Jackie Chan be the villain, and I was like, Jet Li is his right hand. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
And then like, let's get the fucking dude from the Raid involved.
Nah,
Like,
I mean, I think he would play. He would seem like the candidate that would actually end up being the villain in Shang-Chi too.
yeah, right. He's already been a villain in one film we watched, so. And he's a villain in the new Expendables film because him and Statham
There's another one.
shot. Yeah, there's another one coming out, and him and Statham had a fucking throwdown.
That's
like
right.
that was
They
one
got
of the.
into it.
Or dude, what if like I know that the role's already kind of more or less been taken by Jeffrey Wright, but it would be interesting if Jackie Chan played one of the Watchers.
Yeah.
Like you have just like have like the different Watchers conversing on they're talking like because Jeffrey Wright's Uatu, which is the main one we're always gonna see, but have all these Watchers show up and let that just be a moment where like that you get some powerhouse names to voice them for a second,
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to pay them a whole lot of money. You'd only be using their voice. But it'd be one of those little, like a reference to the 90s at large. Like, man, here's all your fucking heroes, man. They're the Watchers. Like, they watch the Marvel Universe. I don't know, like, trying to be all poetic and shit,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still waiting for him to get Tom Cruise in a Marvel film, so,
It'll happen.
I know.
Dude, what if Tom Cruise played Black Bolt?
I could see that. Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't have really much dialogue, but
I could see Tom Cruise playing Mr. Fantastic.
that's too on. I mean, I feel like that's too on the nose.
He would love it.
Because of course he would.
He's fantastic,
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, I'm doing all my stunts, and they're like, yeah, but this guy's arms like stretch, and he's like, I'm fucking doing it.
We have a thing where we're gonna put you in like 10 movies, so we really don't want nothing to happen to you.
Or dude, or allow me to do a Griffin flip that wasn't even necessary, but have it to where Tom Cruise plays Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Have Tom Cruise play Dr. Doom and let like someone like George Clooney play Mr. Fantastic, like old man Reed Richards.
That would be awesome.
I think Cruise would be a good Dr. Doom.
I think he would too. They'd have to get him some stilts, but it's fine.
They have ways of making people look tall on camera.
Yeah.
Shoot up. They also dig out in movies like his movies, they've had to do this where they dig a trench for the camera to sit down in.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit under you.
Whatever it takes, man.
Tom Cruise, he's such a star, man. He's got his own little ditch digging crew that makes him look taller in movies, Like they come into a little like a nice little town they're going to shoot in. And they come in, they're like, we got to like take the road out right here. We'll replace it, but.
He picks up his Tom Cruise phone, and it's just a phone with his picture on it.
Yeah.
And he's like, get me the wrecking crew.
When it rings, it goes, it's Tom. It's Tom.
Time to wreck,
The Cruise crew, dude.
That's it. The Cruise crew.
Let's do some fan casting for a minute. But let's do it the other way around. Like, let's pick an actor, and what do you like? We all just kind of round table. Who would they? What would they be good as?
And what?
All right, Nick Cage.
Any kind of Marvel character.
Well, Nick Cage has already played.
Yeah, but we're going to ignore all that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to think of some. Now, granted, I feel like these are old actors now. Of course, like they're not someone from some fucking show that's on right now that some teeny bopper's watching. Let's see. Oh man,
The Sentry.
Johnny Depp as Mephisto.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Kind of got the look, doesn't he?
Dude, clutch move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give a shout out to Heavy Spoilers for thinking that Mephisto was going to be in every episode of WandaVision, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
Let's see.
We'll eventually get him.
Well, I'm trying to think who are some big name actors that haven't crossed over into Marvel yet.
Ben Affleck.
I was thinking Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Oh,
Matt Damon's our.
What?
Matt Damon was in
Eternals.
Ragnarok.
That's kind of throwaway though.
Yeah, but I think that's as far as he wants to go with it, though.
He's busy making movies that. What about fucking? We got a Transformer.
Oh, Mark
We got a
Wahlberg.
fucking Transformer. Leonardo DiCaprio would have to play some type of villain, like some serious.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio should be cast as the MCU's version of Green Goblin.
That would be great.
Yeah. But play him like legitimately. Play him straight.
Oh, he's gonna play it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or how about this? You have Jeremy Irons as Green Goblin, and you have Leo as Hobgoblin.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like.
Or who should play Galactus?
Will Smith. I'm just joking.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to Earth. I'm hungry.
I think that you cast Superman.
Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
As Galactus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he could remove himself enough from the real world to do it, because that's a crazy fucking character.
I mean, all you need is the voice. You motion cap like from his from his waist up, pretty much. He's got that solid chin. I mean, that's all you need is a good voice and a solid chin. So, or Jeffrey Dean Morgan. We got us a fucking badass Earth over here.
Oh man.
What about Zale?
I mean, Zale?
Yeah.
I think Zale would be cast perfectly as a cosmic oddity. You know how they cast Goldblum?
Oh yeah.
In I think that Zale would fit perfectly in that situation. Yeah. But I mean, it's like we don't know what they're going to do with the X-Men. So we don't know if they're going to pull the X-Men into the MCU through the multiverse stuff.
And the way things are looking right now, a lot's about to happen.
Yeah.
A lot's about to happen.
See, I hate it because you guys have a little more knowledge than I do right now.
This ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, I mean, dude, with Doctor Strange coming out, you know what's happening with Hawkeye. They're talking about Fantastic Four. They're fucking, you know X-Men's happening.
Yeah,
it's happening. They're building up to that. Like that's the.
I really, 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 really hope that they pull at least like the new class or whatever it was, the younger version of the X-Men. I hope that they just straight pull them into it as they are already.
Yeah, it's
like bring fucking.
Yeah, we've already seen all that shit. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah. Well, I hope that they pull them into it and there's a fucking fight, dude. I mean, but I don't know. That's what I hope happens. I mean, we've been talking about this for like years at this point. And like they have Fox had a great cast for X-Men. Especially the younger, like the older versions were great too, but the younger versions of the characters. Just like sign those people up and make that shit fucking happen, dude. And do Avengers versus X-Men as like your big, mid arc thing, kind of like Civil War, but make it bigger.
Yeah, there's already been talk that Christian Bale might be playing Mephisto.
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
I thought he was playing Og or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
He's playing the villain in Thor.
Thor, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was seen on set.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis would be a good pick, but I don't think he would do it. That's why I went with
He
Johnny
would go
Depp.
full method. Yeah.
Because like
he would be trying to like go to hell.
Yeah.
Could you fucking imagine?
My boy.
Oh my God.
Don't toy with me, Mephisto.
Y'all want to watch some trailers? We got some good ones this week, man.
We do have some good trailers.
I mean, Trav, I think that there's 2 trailers in here that I know for sure are bangers.
Yeah. I can tell you which
Okay.
2. Yeah. Yeah. For sure bangers.
Damn near gangbangers.
I mean, one of them definitely looks like gangbangs are happening.
Let me guess. Get big gold dick. I mean, brick.
I haven't seen that trailer.
No.
But I'm down to watch it. I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know who that is. So what is this? Welcome to Wrexham? Wexham?
Yeah.
It's never sunny.
I just saw the other 2. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Docu-series with Rob and Ryan? They're getting 2 seasons.
Well, they got that football team now.
Like a soccer team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. European football.
Is this Wood trailer? Is this screenshot our boy Adrian Sad Eyes Brody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the jacket again, dude.
Yeah.
He just couldn't get out of that fucking board.
He would be good in the MCU.
Oh my God, he would, right? He's a piano player. He's crying. Anyway.
Yeah, I got this teaser.
Yeah, let's peep this, man.
This looks pretty cool. You ready, Trav?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play.
What?
They've been teasing that for a minute. I'm interested to see what that's like.
That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Like, I'm not even sure that they really bought a football team. I think it's all about being fucking part of the show.
Like, it's a fake team?
That's what it seems like.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're selling it because it's a docu-series, right?
Yeah.
So it's a show, but they're selling it as it's not a show. It's real. Like,
dude, what if they fucking hire Vinny Jones to be the fucking coach, dude?
Yeah, you fucking muppets.
He's like fucking raising hell, threatening to kill people and stuff. That's what I want to see.
We're gonna pull your tongue out through your fucking throat.
He's like, I've got 20 people in my Call of Duty clan.
Who are you? You know?
All right, this is one of the trailers, Trav. The Righteous Gemstones Season 2 official trailer, dude.
Returns January the 9th.
I can't
so
wait.
excited, dude. Been needing this in my life.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Just wait until you see what's happening here, Trav.
Bigger and better.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
all the
ready.
budget, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how much money y'all need? And they were like, yes. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
I do a good job too, Daddy.
Hit me, Daddy.
Played out pastrami.
It's funny that they're working that in. The
Eric,
timeshare.
Andre, I'm down.
Baby Billy's coming back. Eric Roberts.
Oh, God.
About to get real Rushmore up in here.
Oh, he caught wind of the video. I love when Adam goes down into the nightclub to save his goth friend, and he pulls that shit off him. He goes, "I'm still so high." He's like,
The baby. This is funny.
I can't wait.
I love it because I feel like they're gonna lean into the Yellowstone popularity and kind of spoof it a bit.
I'm good with it.
That first season was mint.
Yeah. All right, Adrian Brody Clean. Is this a drug movie?
You got the key fob?
Thriller movie, it says here.
Oh. Thriller.
IFC. Ugh.
That makes some decent stuff from time to time.
Sometimes.
Yeah. You know, yeah. I'm ready though.
You good, Trav?
Yeah, man.
3, 2, 1, play. Looks like Detroit.
Tell me what you know about time travel.
Oh, he's trying to stay clean. Oh. Oh, look who it is.
I bet you he killed that woman's little kid.
So you're gonna go taxi driver?
He does.
Mm.
With a fucking the goddamn wrench, dude.
Or the monkey wrenched him. Hit him with that crescent. Throw me that
Los
spanner over there on
Diablos.
the wall. The fat guy, the bald dude,
Yeah.
he's really, really good on Boardwalk Empire. He plays a real piece of shit.
A silent shotgun, like I think this is like Taxi Driver through the roof.
Boom.
Don't look bad.
I mean, looks like a good round 'em up movie, you know.
I was gonna say it looked like Taxi Driver in the Ghetto, but Taxi Driver took place in the ghetto, so you know.
I mean, this movie is what would have happened if like McConaughey would have just turned around in fucking True Detective instead of run. Like
Yeah.
this is what would have happened.
All right, this is the other trailer, Trav. This is
This-
number 5 trending.
This is supposed to be a banger.
This is the guy that directed The Lighthouse.
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's lightning. That's lightning in a bottle,
It's a different
man.
kind of movie.
Yeah.
Like, let's watch
You
it.
see the trailer.
I'll yeah. Let me pick up what you put down, man.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. And it's got a Skarsgård in it, dude. It's already print money.
Own reference.
Well, Ethan Hawke action. You want to go home? You want to go to fucking Valhalla?
Oh man, you had to show me Defoe. I'm good to go.
Defoe's playing the fool in this movie. His character is something the fool like.
This shot is so cool.
So of course he's got to see his dad die, right, to come into his own.
Oh, this is gonna be revenge as fuck. Yep.
That's the Skarsgård, right?
Yeah.
He playing the lead. Okay.
I learned some hellish ways, my man.
Got the Queen's Gambit in it. You must choose.
Oh, we're going with hate.
Yeah. Choose your weapon. I choose my fist.
That's the chick from New Mutants, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, yes.
Look at him, dude.
It's Odin.
Fuck you.
I just
Here's what I like about it, man. Like after he did the Lighthouse, he's doing something like this. It's kind of different.
like
Like he's not just doing another like strange movie. He don't
yeah.
want to get pigeonholed as that guy. It only makes weird movies.
Like, dude, when he catches that fucking spear,
so cool.
like I was sold.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to have some trippy elements in it, you know.
Trippy.
But I think this might be the best role that Skarsgård's ever going to play.
Well, I mean, it looks like they're taking the idea that, like, you know, the spirit vision. Like, he's not going crazy. It's just how, well, he's going crazy, but it's how, you know, how a fucking Norseman would probably go crazy. And it's like a blend of, like, you know, people lose their mind in the fucking Appalachian South of America here. And, you know, motherfuckers claiming they've seen angels,
Yeah,
gods telling them to do this.
no
Like, it's
different. No
same,
different than a
same
burning bush.
concept. Yeah.
Well, and Corey said, you know, because he watched the trailer with us the other night, and he said that he really hopes that they lean into the, you know, historical accuracies to where, like, you know, they use psychedelics pretty heavy. And
Oh,
that
I'm sure there'll be a tent sequence.
Well,
There's
that
always, you
it
know.
looked like it was that scene where they're around the fire, fucking chanting.
Yeah.
There was something
Like,
going
once
on
you
there.
drink,
Somebody drank some
yeah.
tea, you know,
Well,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's one of the things where it's like, when you drink this,
Yeah.
you will know what to do.
You don't know
Like,
nothing about the
Yeah.
toad. Nothing about the toad. They're doing the toad.
Yeah,
Nothing about the toad, Joe Rogan.
but
But
I
I'll I'll watch it. I'll throw my hat in the basket.
well, this is what I'm gonna say about it. The Witch came out; it was all right. We still need to do a pod about that. The Lighthouse came out and like fucking made me want Pattinson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that I never thought would fucking
I
happen.
never thought I'd hear
Made
you
me
say
want.
that.
Yeah,
Well,
like yeah,
like Lighthouse, honestly, it kind of it reinvigorated like my faith in just genuine acting.
yeah, exactly,
Mm.
yeah. So
Like,
now he's doing something on such a big scale,
Yeah.
big budget.
Action.
Yes. So if he can knock this out of the park, he's going to be the next Nolan.
Yeah. I think the
A more
Lighthouse, like,
weird.
dude, that was like, he's one hell of a filmmaker.
well, Edgar seems to be the type that's like simple storytelling to a degree, like a simple concept of what's going on.
Pull him in
But
visually.
yes,
Yeah, his
but
vision's good.
he's good at visually building his world.
Yeah, and his imagery.
Because didn't Eggers have anything to do with the Green Knight?
I don't think so.
Like, he wasn't a producer. He wasn't someone in the I guess the more behind the scenes stuff. It's kind of like, yo, you need to get this movie made. Like,
Let me see.
Let me look.
Robert Eggers.
because the Green Knight
Produce.
seems very, you know, it seems in the
Nah.
same fucking boat, you know.
I
No,
don't
I
see
mean
any
he's
credit.
got no.
So it looks like it was torn. It looks like it was played right out of his book, though.
Yeah, it was real A24.
Yeah.
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 And that film has a tinge of A24ness to it. Even though I
It
don't think that
does.
they're
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when I was watching it the other night. I was like, this isn't A24. It's a different production company. But I think, dude,
Yeah.
if you get a chance to work with the guy that did The Lighthouse, you'd let the motherfucker make the movie he wants to make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
That
don't get
motherfucker
involved.
He was able to win awards using like OG aspect ratio
And black
for
and
crying out
white.
loud. Yeah.
And then told, you know. And it wasn't boring at all. Like,
yeah.
Uh-uh.
I'm excited.
Like, people that watch those type of movies that walk away from it being like, man, that sucked. Like, they were probably trying to like social drink watching it. Fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, those are movies that's like, yeah, they're a little out there, but like, you need to sit and pay
yeah, that's
attention
not
and
a
get
party
into it.
movie.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
And I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't even really chalk it much up as a date movie either. It's like, you don't watch those movies till you've been with the person for a minute.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't want to put your weird out there too quick.
Yeah.
no.
You don't
You
show
still-
them the bush.
You want to make them think you still think Fast and Furious is some crazy shit.
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far
You
with
for
it. but-
sure don't show them
Well-
the boosh on the first date.
No,
If
dude.
they find out you're
Well-
into that, they may never come back. You never know.
Well, you know how like you know how like you see the whole thing where people will be like, man, I got this call, I gotta take it, blah 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 blah. You beat them to the punch, like you want them just as gone as they
Yeah.
want to be gone, so you cut the boosh on to beat them to it.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
if you're sitting in someone's living room and you cut the Busan
and you're starting
you
with
ain't
the
already,
first season.
yeah, and you ain't about that
You're not
life.
starting with one of the later seasons, which is what they did when it aired here in America.
Like if you
You're starting with the fucking
for,
kangaroo, killaroo episode.
If someone cuts the Busan and they haven't talked to you about the Bush, they want you out of their house.
Like, how do you know he wants him to leave? And you hear it in the background, find the guts, killaroo.
Yeah.
Do. They're like, is this a musical? You're like, something like that. Shut up, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Like the person legitimately calls the person, and they pick up there at the person's house, and they're like, so did y'all have a good dinner? Yeah. So what do y'all do? We're back at his house, and all of a sudden in the background you hear future sailors. Like, I think I'm gonna be. You wanna go get some coffee?
Digital stowaway. Oh yeah.
We got Wonder Woman here, right? And Death on the Nile. The Nile, you get it?
Yeah.
Dude, the new Nile documentary looks dope.
All right.
And I am talking about the band.
Comment. Let's see here. 3, 2, 1, play. A short trailer.
Diana, you've saved the world 3 times.
Dot, 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 dot. Is that the King's speech?
Is that Russell Brand?
Is there going to be a mystery who murdered who thing going on here? That's Russell Brand. That was for sure Russell Brand. Yep. Thank God we have the best detective on the boat. Yeah. Oui. Daniel Craig did it better.
That new Ghost song sounds weird.
And it turns out to be her.
You lie in my face.
Okay, classic Who Did It movie, man.
Yeah, I enjoy watching films. Yeah. I enjoy watching films like that, so I will definitely be peeping that.
Never again.
All right, this next film, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay.
I mean, it's got fucking Daniel Radcliffe in it, dude.
Wait, what? Are we looking at the same trailer?
The Lost City?
Yeah, The Lost City.
You'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Say no more, fam.
All right,
Let's
3,
do it.
2, 1, play. All right, a little trailer introduction. Like they're letting you see their chemistry. Mhm. He's a perfect little third wheel.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock does not age.
No.
Perfect for the role, dude. You've had some cliff notes.
Have you ever seen Shang-Chi?
I'm gonna rescue her. Look at him. That's gonna be funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's gonna be real funny. He's already proven that he can do that.
Yeah.
And here we are, dude. 2021, and she's still playing that role. I've seen
Yeah.
her do it so
Never
many
thought I'd
times.
see
Like,
Sandra. Never thought in a million years I'd see Sandra Bullock tell another actor to get their head out of that with its head up her ass.
they're gonna fall in love.
Yeah.
God damn. Hmm. Look at him. That looks great.
I mean, I like what they're making fun of. That's a funny idea.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a good little like rom-com, date night movie, man. And Channing Tatum, I mean,
Yeah.
All right, what's going on with this fucking skull?
What has Glenn Danzig gotten himself into?
Mother. I'm ready.
The new Papa Emeritus looks fucking sick.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Check that aspect ratio out. Is that full screen? Oh, okay. Nope. Powder, dude.
What the fuck have they done to the Goonies, guys?
Damn. It looks interesting.
Where'd they get the thumbnail? That wasn't even in the video.
I know, right? They just Google searched demon.
Did blue-eyed, face-painted motherfucker.
This next one's got Charlie Day in it. That's why. I mean, you know, fucking it's got Scott Eastwood in it. I mean, come on, dude. It's gonna be a rom-com.
Hope he's clamped down on a cigar.
Yeah, it will be the Jenny Slate.
Yeah.
That giveaway.
All right,
I'm
3,
ready.
2, 1, play. Damn. Did they happen to run into each other?
Yeah.
That's what I do when I get a glass of water at night.
Yeah. Just chunk it.
Yeah, I'll just buy another one. Oh. Are they going to try to get them back? Yeah. Yep.
They're going to spend all the movie focusing on the past.
Then they'll fall in love.
Yeah.
Because they're perfect for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Got that right. I want you back. Couldn't get the rights to the Michael Jackson version, but that's okay.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like the Temptations.
I mean, a little rom-com action. All right, we got fucking Brazen or Brazen.
Alyssa Milano?
Mm-hmm.
Seen her in a while.
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. And then that happens to her.
Do you read Sutter Kane? Oh, God. A fucking Nora Roberts book. Your sister was a whore, and your mother smelt of elderberries.
Little kill room action. That dude's voice sounded weird, didn't it?
Yeah. Sound like a
Or
robot.
I will do it for you.
Apparently a Pornhub account too, according to this movie's logic.
I think it was OnlyFans, dude.
It's gonna be one of those where it's like, do you know about so and so? Yeah, man, I subbed. I put 2 months sub down.
I don't want to talk about it.
Did get shit for it.
Chosen.
You love Alpha. Sorry. I'm ready when y'all are.
Oh yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
What's you? I like the soundtrack. What?
This might be a little sleeper banger over here. The cosmic
Oh,
purple.
that's dude from fucking Blood Machines.
Yeah.
That was the pilot. Or the younger pilot.
She'll look crazy.
I mean
Oh, that's just brick. I was like, big gold what?
Yeah, right.
let's do it.
Is that Megan? Megan Fox?
It's Megan Fox, dude. Megan.
I like this comment that they even pinned. Hello, men of culture, here for the thumbnail. Why,
I
hello,
mean, you know.
sir, you know?
Yeah.
Good day to you, too.
Hello. Yeah.
Wobbledy flea.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. All right. What's happening? God damn.
Heard that. Movie won't make any sense till the very end.
So Megan Fox is in here for like a second.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Dude, this guy looks familiar.
He sounds like Pauly Shore.
Where have I seen this fucking dude? Lords of Chaos. That's what he was in.
Yeah.
Is that Euronymous?
I think that's the guy who played Varg, right?
I think so. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, it's the Varg actor?
It is. Same wig. Yeah, he played Varg. Oh, he looked familiar.
This looks like someone's attempt at making their version of Lebowski.
It looks fucking crazy, but I definitely want to check it out.
You know what I mean? Like, random laid back chill dude is just on this weird ass odyssey.
Yeah.
Called Big Gold Brick.
So next week.
Well, I know that it's going to be a huge letdown for everybody because we were supposed to watch 8-Bit Christmas.
Something else.
But The Matrix comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, are we going to pull a double, guys? Because I'm going to be getting my watching of Spider-Man tomorrow night.
Can we do a double? We might have to.
Could we?
Well, dude, there's a lot that needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
And I just don't know.
I mean,
we could do that, but you know, maybe cut out movie views and.
I mean,
here's what I'm going to propose. Next week we do The Matrix, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Dexter out.
Yeah, no trailers.
No trailers.
We will be covering
watch what trailers come out the week after.
Yeah,
we will be covering the finale of Hawkeye. Just so y'all know, it was only a 6-episode run, so tomorrow's episode's going to be.
That's it.
Yep.
Fuck, dude, how are they going to tie all this shit up?
All right.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's going to be a lot
think
going on.
Yeah, and I think that we should hit it Matrix first, and then Dexter.
Yeah.
Right. And then we'll cover the Marvel stuff because, I mean,
I said we go. Yeah, I was gonna say. I say we go movie, show, movie.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
End it with a mess. Tell the listeners the towels are in the hallway.
Yeah. Clean yourself up. Throw them a 20.
Yeah. Water's in the tap. Sandwich meat in the fridge.
Yeah.
Be gone by 4.
Yeah. Don't be here when I get home.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spider-Man section's going to have a lot.
Yeah.
And the Matrix is going to have a lot. It's going to be like
it could be a megasode.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year megasode.
Is it? Yeah, it is going to be the end of the year episode.
Oh, it's our New Year's. Yeah.
Yeah, so that
makes this week. This is Christmas here.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
The real estate end of year ultra super mega episode.
What a great episode. The Matrix, Spider-Man. And y'all know the Matrix ain't gonna be a downer. It's not.
I don't know, man.
It's not gonna disappoint.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have a hell of a lead in.
We'll let
to
you
pull it off. No, I mean just what the fuck I'm gonna pull out of my ass to be like what we're doing with you.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Checks on the